Firstly, on behalf of the Starcom MediaVest Group, congratulations to ad2c. We've had a fabulous partnership with Mobi Masta, and we're looking at expanding that with you guys as well. So, congrats. Okay, in about 5 minutes, which has been given to me, I thought I'd just kind of make it simple and talk about 3 points or 3 themes. Firstly, I think I think we need to look at the just to put the whole business in context, look at the numbers and look at the potential in mobile. I know it was covered partly in the first presentation, but just to give you my take. Globally, in the year 2011, $3.3 billion was spent on mobile advertising globally. Actually, it looks big for us here in India, but that's still a very, very small percentage of the total advertising done globally. It's less than 1%, because globally there's more than 400 billion being spent on advertising, and just 3.3 billion of that on the mobile. Interestingly, this number is expected to go up to about 20 billion by 2015, and this is a Gartner study. So $20 billion being spent on mobile advertising by 2015 is a pretty big number, and it's something which should shake up a lot of advertisers from the current inertia. Closer home, we all know 150 crore is the number which was quoted. Yeah, that's about 25-30 million US is what the mobile spend in India is. So actually, India isn't doing too badly in terms of as a percentage spend. Of course, it's still very small. It's about 0.5% of our total advertising today goes into the mobile phone, just 0.5%. But this is expected to grow very rapidly. In fact, there are various predictions in terms of how big is the Indian mobile market going to be in the next 4-5 years. So, I mean, looking at various sources, one can assume it's going to be at least $200 million within the next 5 years or so, which is again a big sum of money. That's almost as much money being spent today on the total digital advertising. So, while current numbers are small, the predictions are they're going to go through the roof in the next 5 years. It has a lot of implications for people on both sides of the spectrum, for advertisers, for publishers, and for media companies. So that was the first part, just to put the whole thing in context. Getting into, from an advertiser perspective or from an agency perspective, what really are the benefits of advertising on the mobile? Reach obviously is one. In a market like India, it's over 70%. But I think more than reach, the fact that it's a 24/7 medium is a huge benefit. This day and age where people are constantly on the move, people travel for work, people travel for just about anything, to have a medium which is 24/7 with the consumer is a big plus. The second advantage to advertisers is it's a medium which can go beyond exposure-led advertising. You could look at consumer engagement, and you can even go beyond engagement to action. Actually, we would all be living in an ideal world if you can spend most of your marketing dollars driving action rather than just driving exposures. Exposures is your basic advertising. Engagement is when you start connecting a little better with consumers. Action is when you actually get the consumers to start taking action on your brands. Obviously, all of us know no medium can provide action better than mobile. It actually completes the whole loop of communication. So that's really a big plus. The other advantages are pretty obvious: low entry costs, far better ROI, etc. So in terms of a medium, I think it's right up there in terms of the benefits to advertisers. I thought I'll end by just kind of placing forward some of the challenges we face as advertisers, as agencies, and maybe if some of these challenges are removed, we would see faster growths in mobile advertising. Firstly, I think the ecosystem is still far too complex. There are too many players offering too many things, and the scale in most cases is pretty limited. So I think that's one of the reasons why advertisers and agencies, don't do much or can't do much. So I think, companies like ad2c are really going to help, because we need to see experts. We need to see a bit of consolidation happening to simplify the ecosystem. Secondly, there are technical issues. There are too many standards. There are too many devices. There are too many platforms. And I think for advertising in a creative agency which is used to doing a simple 30-second ad or a front page print ad, getting into all of this is a little difficult. So hopefully that's more a technical solution which will get sorted as we go along. Some of the other challenges are, I think there is still a lack of adequate knowledge on the side of the advertisers and on the side of the agencies, especially when it comes to not just mobile advertising, but digital advertising in general. Of course, we at Starcom MediaVest Group have taken our own initiatives to try and bridge this divide between the offline and the online community. But we'd look to work closely with partners like yourselves to kind of bridge the knowledge gaps. Even today, in most cases, not just mobile advertising, but digital advertising is seen to be a specialist function. Whether you look at agencies, whether you look at clients, the digital piece is handled by a separate team. until and unless it gets integrated into the mainstream, we're not going to see the kind of growth that we're all hoping to see. So I think one of the challenges which all of us need to address is how do we actually integrate digital with mainstream? Because at the end of the day, today, if I go around asking my colleagues, is there mobile in your media plan? Very soon I want to ask the question, why isn't mobile the center of your media plan? So if you have to move from an appendage medium to being the center of the universe around which the rest of the media plan rotates, you actually need to kind of integrate online and offline. And this is again something which I'm sure we'll work with our partners to achieve. Thank you.